You know what I'm saying? I had an old school mama, old grease pot mama. One of them. Yeah, y'all know what a grease pot was? See, y'all ain't had no real old school mama. Alright, let me tell you what a grease pot is, right? Like, my mama used to cook meat on Monday, right? And it was a little pot on top of the stove. And she'd take the grease off that and pour the grease off that meat and stuff. I'm gonna have to give them the quiz though, you know what I'm saying? Once she poured the grease off that meat, it could have been, I don't know, we ain't had too many steaks, but whatever the meat was, she poured it in the grease pot. And then Tuesday, she make a different kind of meat, maybe pork chop or something. Then she pour that grease in the grease pot. Now this how you check and see if they're official. Like, on Wednesday, we had a fish fry, right? She used that grease. She used that same grease? Yeah, see, yeah, that's right. Y'all might have had an old school mama. Yeah, you had to go to the old little cousin, go take that grease across the street and pour it out the grass. Let me talk. Can I do this for y'all? Alright, let me. I was thinking about my mom. I said, dang. And how do you define the undefinable? I mean, Maya Angelou attempted to do it when she wrote the poem Phenomenal, but I'd have to say for my mama, I would write just a little bit more. You see, she raised me in a household where she said, if you ain't pay no rent round here, you better not be locking no doors. And little boy, when grown folks is talking, you better close your mouth. And when I walk out the front door, I don't care who come knocking. Don't you have nobody in this house, and what goes on in this house, better stay in this house. Hold on. I don't think everybody know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my mama, who stood in the place of my father and told me to honor them both, even if he didn't. No child support, no birthday presents, and he never got me nothing for Christmas, but I never heard her utter bad word about him. She just said, when you get older, that's when you can make your decision, but right now you better stay in a child's position. I'm talking about mama, who didn't spare the rod to spoil a child. When I stepped out of line, she made me go outside and pick my own switches. My mama, who said church was not an option, Jesus was the only way, and if I ever got on the stage and forgot what to say, just tell them that I ain't came to laugh, I ain't came to play. All I came to say was Happy Easter Day. I'm talking about mama, who didn't buy me these high dollar clothes when I was younger because we just couldn't afford them. So when she bought my pants, she bought them long and put hems in them. When I got taller, she let my hems out so they wouldn't be high waters. In the summer months, she cut the legs off my pants and made them shorts for me. My mama who said, when the sun's outside shining, kids need to go outside and play, even if you gotta play alone. But your behind better be back in this house when them street lights come on. Yeah. I'm talking about mama, who told me my respect would get me further than $1, so she never allowed me to talk to grown folks without saying sir or ma'am. She said blood was thicker than water, you put your family in front of your friends, and if they talked about Jesus, who in the world do I think I am? My mama, my great sacrificial lamb, the exception to the rule that a woman can't raise a man, cause I know it's because of the sacrifices on her own life. Those double shift, back-breaking, heart-aching long nights that I could stand. Amen. Yeah. That's my mom. Yeah.